Today is Giving Tuesday, and for the last 10 years, the global movement has inspired millions to give back.
And they've given billions. But with rising costs, of course, just about everything is getting a little more expensive. So some people are not able to donate as much or at all this year. So for more on this, I want to bring in Kristen Harris. She's the CEO and co-founder of Prevent Now. It's a nonprofit organization working to combat human trafficking, which is, a whole conversation that we could have in and of itself, because a lot of times people don't think about trafficking as something that happens here in the U.S. They think about it as a foreign problem, but it's not. I want to talk a little bit more about the impact that inflation has on charitable donations and whether or not you notice people sort of pulling back a little when times are tough, or if perhaps they know times are tough and they become more generous. How has it impacted your organization?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me today. I would say, this is a tough season and has been a tough season for all of us. And just like we all go to the grocery store, we see that receipt come back in the last few months, and it's a lot higher than it was a few months ago. And as you said, the first thing that happens is we're going to cut back in certain areas, and that might be giving to charities. So I know we've seen in other nonprofits has been a decrease in giving this year. We're hoping, though, with Giving Tuesday, that's going to re-inspire people to give to charities and to recognize expenses have increased for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the things that I remarked about earlier this morning was that Americans are incredibly generous. Mm-hmm. And if you can give, they do. And they have been giving in record numbers over the course of the 10 years that Giving Tuesday has been in place. So explain how important a day like Giving Tuesday is for helping to fund the really critical work that you and your organization do.
Absolutely. Giving Tuesday is also known as the Global Day of Giving. And so it's this critical day. It's a huge movement rally cry across the world to get re-excited about giving to charities, about how financial giving is one way. It's not just about giving to charities. That's how you join the movement. So for my organization that combats human trafficking, our donors and those who give to our organization, they're a part of our team and helping us combat this exploitation in the world. And so I would just encourage people to get excited about Giving Tuesday, about the Global Day of Giving, and join the movement that's happening.
I think that the thing about Giving Tuesday is that it sort of reminds you that there are these options are available to you, that there are organizations in need, and that it's really easy to donate. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes when we get caught up in our own lives, we need a little bit of a nudge.
Yeah.
But I wonder if, we just showed a graph there that showed how sort of giving has dropped off a bit over the past year. I wonder if people get out of practice when it comes to donating. Is there a concern that will then be the continued movement, which is lack of movement? If they don't donate this year, maybe they won't donate next year.
I don't think there is, just in our experience, because as Vlad mentioned, people are generous, honestly, by nature, and want to give and want to support in the ways they can. We see $10 donations come in and $25, which all make impact and all help create change. So even if this year is a little bit more of a challenging year, I don't think we'll see that again next year.
And I'll note that even during the pandemic, I felt like people were giving enormously to organizations that were trying to stay afloat during the pandemic.
The food banks and stuff like that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So even in difficult times when there's a raging pandemic, Americans have typically been incredibly generous with whatever they can offer. So what are some of the ways that people can help on Giving Tuesday, aside from financially, because that's what we're talking about? If you are struggling this year because of inflation or other, but you still want to do something to help a charity that you care about, what can people do?
I think other than financial giving, one of the biggest gifts you can give is your time. And so for some nonprofits, that could look like serving food or packing bags or envelopes that need to go out. For an organization like mine, that's a data scientist or data engineer that can help us clean data. So I'd encourage people, you don't realize the skills that you have that nonprofits need. We need accountants and bookkeepers and social media people as well. So if you can give your time, that's a huge gift to a nonprofit.
Kristen, you have given us your time. Can you just really, really quickly tell us about your organization and how people can get more information?
Absolutely. So Prevention Now, we try to uncover why human trafficking happens in the US. There's a real lack of data and information on that because after my years of working in federal law enforcement, I saw a huge gap in one area, and that's prevention. We want to stop human trafficking from ever starting. And so you can visit our website or us on social media. Our website's prevention-now.org to learn more. And as I said, we welcome volunteers. And so if you have time and skill you're willing to give on your hand, we welcome it.
Kristen Harris, thank you very, very much for joining us. We appreciate you, and we appreciate the work that you do. Thank you.
Thank you.